quarter, Lucy Shea.
Hey guys, it's nice to see you.
All right.
Thank you for
Nice to
being
meet
here.
you.
So Kevin, I'm going to start with you. It's your first year with the program. Tell me a little bit about how it's been so far.
It's been really good so far. Had a lot of great kids out working, trying their best. It's not really my first year with the program. I've been in Chesapeake for since like 2006. I was the former Coach Davis. I was one of his assistants, and Andy Clark. So I've been with the program. I coached middle school for a few years, but I've not been with the program for the last 6 years. But I'm very familiar with all the students and the players. So one good part is I'm the assistant principal at the elementary school, so I had all these kids when I was in elementary. So.
Yeah, and then has it been much of a change, kind of stepping up from the assistant coach role up to the head coaching role?
Yeah, I mean, people don't realize how much work the head coach has to do, not so much as coaching wise. I'm very lucky to have a couple great offensive coordinators that can handle that part of the aspect of the coaching part, and I have to do all the organization stuff.
Mm-hmm. And these guys are seniors. How special has it been to be able to be with them for so long?
Oh, well, just like I said, I had all of them in elementary. I used to be the gym teacher in elementary, so I've had them all since they was in kindergarten. So that's great. A couple of them haven't been playing for a few years, so I'm glad they're back out.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you guys have continued to be on the team even if you haven't played for the past couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So last season, give me some things that worked and some things that maybe didn't work.
Last season we tried running the ball a lot, and it actually did not turn out in our favor. And then some things that did work is we started throwing the ball a little bit, and it actually turned out to be super successful.
I didn't play last year. He got me out this year, so. But watching from the stands, it was a lot of penalties, really sloppy, and we've been cleaning that up.
In our first two scrimmage games, we've not did very good with that yet. So that's one of the things. One of our goals. We have a lot of penalties in the first two scrimmage games.
What have you guys seen sort of in the off season that makes you optimistic about this coming season?
I played my first 2 years, my freshman and sophomore year, and work ethic's a lot different. We're working a lot harder than we have in previous years, especially in practices are a lot different. So you can just tell that we want it more than we have previous years.
Mr. Carpenter.
So you guys started 3-0 last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was second year starting 3-0. But you finished the season below 500. So I guess what kind of differences could we maybe see this year to kind of avoid that almost fall off you guys saw last year?
Well, for small schools, injuries is always a huge key. If you don't have a whole lot of depth at a lot of positions, and if you have one of your key players get hurt, that can be really tough on you. So we just got to try to keep everybody healthy. And the OVC, when you get to the OVC games, like it's every year, it's a battle. Like there's no gimmies.
Yeah, and then kind of talking about last year's team as well. You guys scored a lot of points. You guys allowed a lot of points. I think it's about 30 points per game in each. What are you guys trying to do, I guess, differently this year? Trying to kind of get that differential up a little bit.
Well, I'll be honest, I didn't get to watch a whole lot of their games last year. But my defensive coordinator that I have this year, he's very experienced, very lucky to have him. His name's Chris Lease. He's coached for years. This is his first year coaching in Ohio. He's always coached in West Virginia, he's at Cabell Midland, Spring Valley. And he really does a great job, I think. He's there for the right reasons. He loves the kids. I think the kids love him. So hopefully hopefully he has it all under control and doesn't let all those points get scored. So.
All right, Mr. Lusk.
All right. Yeah. So kind of building off what Ty asked. So last year you lost in an absolute shootout in Rock Hill. I believe the score is like 60-49. What are your big takeaways from that game, and how much is that built into the preparation this summer in practice?
Well, they touched on it. We got to be more disciplined. I've watched that game on film, and I really felt like we could have came away with a win there. But I'm watching on film, there was some crucial personal foul penalties throughout the game, and that can really change the momentum. And that's one of the things that we have to do. We have to be more disciplined this year and not have the silly penalties and definitely not the personal fouls and that kind of stuff. But we got to clean it all up to So jumping off sides, lining up in the neutral zone, holdings, everything. So have a lot of work to do.
Mr. Bud.
Carl Blaylock Media. The OVC's kind of in a little bit of an interesting spot right now. A lot of turnover at Galley Academy in Fairland. Ironton's not in the league anymore. And those three teams have really dominated the league over the past decade. Where do you think you fit in the OVC this year? And, you know, what do you want to see from your team as they get into league play?
Well, main thing is just that they're playing hard. All right, I want us to not be soft. Right? Whether we win or lose, when we get out of the ball game, the other team, I want them to say, it's like, wow, it's like they're hit you. But like I said, the OVC games every week, you never know. Like it's always going to be a battle. So I know it was a Fairland, were they the OVC champs last year?
Yeah.
So, and that's our travel. So we play them week 10. So hopefully we've won a few games and makes that game even more special. So.
Mr. Crawford.
So I want to go back to talking about having a different head coach this year. Obviously, it's hard for a lot of guys to adjust to.
Yeah.
Of course, you guys kind of know each other already. But I guess what are some kind of differences you guys have seen? How's the locker room adjusting to a new kind of coach like that?
They're taking it pretty well so far. No like beef or turmoil really.
Mr. Lusk.
Alright, so up here, there are, 3 senior leaders at the linebacker position, is that correct?
DN, linebacker.
Okay, so 1 DN, 2 linebackers, so obviously, excuse me, so like, even still with that much senior leadership and talent at the position, how does that reassure you on the defensive end?
Well, so they're great kids and they work really hard. We only have like 5 seniors this year. I think they graduated 16 seniors last year. So, like I have high expectations for them. Like I said, I've known them since they was 6 years old. Great kids, work hard, great athletes. I said the inexperience from the last couple of years, they're just going to have to step in there and go. So.
And 16 seniors is a lot to graduate. Who else besides these 3 young men have you seen step up into a bigger leadership role?
Well, from kids that played last year, returning starters, but they're young, but I have high expectations for one of our linemen, Andy Chapman. He's going to be a sophomore. He started both ways last year. Another sophomore, Andrew Isaacs. He played both ways last year. He actually got thrown in there a lot because of an injury. So he had to run the ball, catch the ball a lot last year. Braxton, of course, he played both ways last year. Logan Clay, he's going to be a sophomore. He started at defense last year. So those guys, we've got to really rely on experience because sometimes that's the best thing that you can have is just experience. So.
And for you 3, you guys have kind of grown up with Kevin. Tell me a little bit about what he has brought to you guys mindset, skill set, whatever it is that has impacted you guys positively.
The mindset he brings is just go out there and give it your all. I mean, I grew up with him. He coached my brothers, 2 of them. He coached me when I was younger too. It's just, if you're going to play for him, you got to give it 110% every time you're on the field.
All right, that's all the time we have for this. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. If you'll follow us, Sam out, he'll take you to your next.